Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind UK Season 1, Episode 2. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I'm proud of y'all in the comments. I have to give you your flowers. This is the first time I haven't seen a single spoiler regarding a Netflix show in my comments. Wow. Thank you for acting right. And some of you guys were saying, girl, what's the point of the disclaimer? Like, if people don't get it, they don't get it. Trust me, it has made a difference. Either it has made a difference or I have chased the weirdos away. I don't know. But I will only keep the disclaimers for the first episodes of every new season. So it won't be playing every time. It's just some people don't realize that I be joking. Okay, it's a TV show, y'all. Let's have some fun, okay? So in this episode, we get introduced to Tom. Tom is getting to know Maria and Natasha, and he opens up about his past.
I'm pretty big on like personal growth and self-development. Someone who's quite sort of assertive and knows themselves.
Yeah. Why are you quite big on that?
Do you know what? Like, my mum and my dad broke up when I was 4, and I'd see him maybe once or twice a year. So I went to live with them for a year, and then I went away on a family holiday with my mum. And when we got back from the holiday, I'd just done a runner, had just disappeared.
Do you think your dad leaving has like affected how you are in relationships?
100%. But differently, we'd probably be happily married now. A lot of that was about my own kind of inability, I think, to like sort of share myself and open up properly with someone.
I feel like in my last relationship, like there was more that I wanted from it, I guess.
Right.
And I'm just scared that I don't want that to happen again.
You need to show every part of yourself to that person, the bad times as well as the good, and not be afraid that they're gonna like judge you.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of these people have experienced a lot of loss and are coming from broken homes. It is so sad to see the broken home side of things, like, and society has just made it so normal. Like, we just expect dads to not be in the home, and it's almost a surprise when a dad is in the home. It's so disheartening. But yeah, Tom is unfortunately from a broken home. He does say that in his last relationship, he was on the brink of getting engaged, but vulnerability is what kept them from proceeding. I wonder what part his childhood plays in that. I'm sure it does to some degree. Maria has recently lost her dad. He had terminal cancer. That's how you say it, right? He was at stage 4. It was terminal. Okay. And she's Moroccan. So he went to say his final goodbyes to his family in Morocco, but this was during the height of COVID. The quarantine rules kept him there, and that's where he passed away. So that's a fresh wound for her. We also talked to Natasha, who struggles to open up. Her previous relationships have led her to be this like kind of closed off, but she's saying she wants to be more vulnerable and wants a vulnerable person. I think both women will be well suited for Tom. Or Tom is well suited for both women. Actually, let me say it that way. I think they would both benefit from being with somebody like Tom. But I wonder if there's just a lot of, I mean, you can work through anything if you put your mind to it. It just seems like with one, there's one bag of issues, and with the other, there's another bag of issues. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Natasha needs someone who's more prone to be vulnerable because Tom already struggles with that. And if they're both struggling with it, will they be able to work through it? And then with Maria, I didn't see an issue with vulnerability, but she is in a delicate space in her life right now. Those are just the thoughts that are going through my head. It's not to say that this can't work. I think he's a good option for both of them. Catherine tells Freddie that she is adopted, and that has affected her sense of identity.
Something that my future wife would have to sort of understand is that if my brother sort of needed, additional care, I would have to be there for him.
I hear what you're saying.
Are your mum and dad still together?
Yeah, they are.
They are. So you don't live with your mum and dad, though?
So I'm adopted. As I got later 20s, I was like looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
And obviously I was just like, who am I? And I never really knew what I looked like.
Men always find me sensitive, or they will find that I come with baggage.
I'm not here to fool anybody. I'm not here for games. I'm here to meet somebody that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life.
I have got on with Freddie from day one. Like, he's never not been in my top. I don't know if I'm at the top of Ollie's list, but I think I am. If I'm not, then it's not funny.
Okay, so this is where Catherine confuses me. Almost as confusing as my hairstyle. If y'all can see what was going on right now, listen, can y'all see? The girls who get it. The girls who don't. There are locks and braids going on at the same time. That's how confusing Catherine is for me. Because here she's like, guys tend to say that I'm sensitive and I come with a lot of baggage. And this stems from the fact that she's adopted and she has struggled with her sense of self and all those things, right? But at the beginning of the season and in her bio, if I remember correctly, she said that guys often see her as basically a piece of meat. They see her as a sex object. And I'm thinking to myself like, okay, well, do guys see you as surface level or do they see you as too deep and having too much baggage? Like, which one is it? Or is it that she got tired of guys seeing her as a walking red flag with all this baggage that she's carrying? And it's crazy how somebody who's adopted is considered as baggage. Like, I feel like there's more to the story there. Because it's just because you're adopted? I don't know. There's got to be more than that, sister. But anyways, I wonder if she got tired of hearing that and is now putting on a front that makes her just keep her connections surface level. And unfortunately, that makes her lean towards the sexual side of things. But she's also tired of that. So like, which one do you want to do, girl? Do you want to get vulnerable and risk people seeing you as being too much to handle, but at least divulging in that way? Or do you want to keep things surface and then be upset that people only really are looking for sex when it comes to you? Like, you just got to pick which one you want to deal with, okay? You got to pick. And if you're on Love is Blind and you're looking for marriage, I would assume you would want to take the risk and go the deeper route, you know? Anyways, she and Freddie seem to have pretty vulnerable, honest, deep conversations, but she keeps wanting to talk to Ollie because of this impression she has of him, this vision she has in her head of him. We can assume she has a good gauge on what he looks like. And the gag is Freddie is good soup too. That man is scrumdiddly yum. When she talks to Ollie, it goes back to surface level. And this is where I really wrote down, like, how badly do you want to be seen as serious because you have something serious with Freddie, but you keep defaulting to Ollie. Moving on. Even though Sabrina was waffling through her yes at the proposal, she eventually said yes. Steven was like, yo, I've been on my knee for a long time. And she didn't know that. So she was like, I wish I would have just started with the yes. I wonder if a part of her is an overthinker like me. Yes, the process is intense. I do understand that, obviously. If somebody's proposing to you after a few days, it's a big decision to consider. I totally get it. But for me, even if I'm not 100% sure on something, when I'm leaning more towards a yes than a no, I don't really waffle. When I'm leaning towards a no than a yes, that's when the waffling comes out. And then the waffling will lead me to just say yes because I've kind of talked myself into it. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder if she's an overthinker. Anyways, it's not that deep. When they meet, they get on like a house on fire.
You okay?
Hi.
Okay.
Let's go for a short answer on this one.
Okay. Of course, yes. It's an easy yes.
So you was expecting bald, man?
I don't know why. You were just giving bold energy.
I can always shave it off.
No, we're good. You look great.
It is no surprise at all that these two connected immediately in the pods. It just, like, the synergy was just there from the beginning. It makes sense. See, she was expecting that he would be bald, which takes me back to when I said, imagine Steven with a fade. I'm telling you, cut them sides low a little bit, fade it out, do the tapered stuff with the 1B blade. I don't know these hair stuff, but just imagine. It would hit. I'm telling you, it would hit. But I like these two. He also made a joke when he was getting on his knee, like, please say yes quickly this time because, like, you know, my knee, I'm hurting. Yeah, I want to see if the overthinking thing is a reach or if it's true. Only time will tell. For some reason, Jasmine is still entertaining both options, being Bobby and Sam. I don't even know why Sam is in the running, girl. Be so for real. According to Sam, Jasmine can provide more for him than Nicole can. So he right now is going to focus on Jasmine.
I just have a gut feeling he's one of those like very attractive guys that gets what he wants.
You would just be quite a big rock in my life. That's kind of like what I need.
Do you know my only apprehension with you? You're telling me what I want to hear.
This is just getting ridiculous. Should I just give up? If you're willing to go on that journey with me, then I think you would be happy. I really do believe that.
No, it's giving me immature vibes.
Sweetheart, you better trust your gut. You better trust your gut. This is the second time that somebody has said Sam is a little bit too good to be true. His answers seem a little too rehearsed. He's giving these girls sweet nothings. And his response was interesting to me. He was like, what'd he say? He was like, this is getting ridiculous now. Like, should I just give up? Yes, give up on being fake. You're being fake. You're not being true to yourself. He's not being authentic. Let's be oh so for real, okay? I don't know if it's some kind of overcompensation because he grew up as the ugly duckling or whatever. Listen, some of us, that's our reality. It is okay, okay? We can't all be the Jason Momoas and the Halle Berrys of the world, all right? Some of us are regular, okay? So yeah, I don't know if it's an overcompensation or if he truly thinks he's the bee's knees. I don't think he does. But if he truly thinks he's the bee's knees, that's fine. He hasn't allowed himself to get vulnerable with either of the women. He just hasn't. So yeah, they are going to question if you are being authentic or not. And your response is quite telling. Quite telling. He says that he consistently struggles to find people who will see him for who he is. And I feel like if you want people to see you for who you are, then be who you are. You know? Could it really be that hard? Like just be yourself and they will see you. Okay, moving on. Jasmine then talks to Bobby. He is able to get more vulnerable than Sam is, and he opens up about his upbringing to her.
My dad left us when we were 12, I'd say.
Really?
And I know what effect it had on my brother as a man.
Since I'm a kid, he didn't really make an effort to kind of build a relationship. I used to look to my 3 cousins, you know, they were all older than me. And I used to really look to Danny, really. But I went to work away on a ship, and my mom just said, you need to call me. And then she said, Danny and Kim are dead. Kim was Danny's fiance. She just said, yeah, they got into an accident in the sea. They both drowned. Life is way too short to take for granted, you know?
I was in a group chat yesterday and somebody was saying, I just want to jump through the screen and hug these people. No, honestly, these people have been through some things, man. I really felt for Bobby. I really did. He says that through experiencing loss, he had the revelation that life is short and it is worth living. And it's also worth cherishing the people who you love while you have them, because you never know when you won't have them anymore, which is real. I hope that he can connect with Jasmine on a deep level. Something about him is still giving unserious. It's unfortunate that I saw his Instagram, because his Instagram, it's giving wanna be famous. I don't know. It's giving wanna be famous. But based on the show, he has been giving her the vulnerability and the sense of security that she has been searching for. I'm not really quite sure on the security part, but the vulnerability part, he has been giving to her. Yeah, Sam is not it. Sam is not it. And can you imagine, Sam had the gumption to say that in his next conversation, he needed to get deeper with her because he feels like Jasmine is the one who's holding back. Jasmine is the one with her walls up. Jasmine is the one. Please, it's you. It is absolutely you. So anyways, in their next conversation, she's prepared to end things because Bobby is the clear winner out of the two of them. He didn't take it very well.
I just feel my connection stronger elsewhere.
Yeah, totally understand it, respect it.
I feel bad for him.
Oh, God.
I mean, he took it well.
That's the worst experience of my life.
What do you think you're doing here?
Mate, I got bad news. Really bad news. I whittled it down to 2 amazing girls, and one's gone. So beggars can't be choosers, eh? It's given me some clarity to understand Nicole is the one for me.
Can you believe this man said, beggars can't be choosers? And now that Jasmine has ended things with him, he has seen the light and he knows that Nicole is the one. I wanted to scream. I wanted to scream. Beggars can't be choosers. That's a wild thing to say, and then in the same breath say, this person who is obviously your second option is now the one for you. You feel like she could be I don't know why Netflix kept this in. You feel like she could be the wife to your kids. Why didn't they let him retake that? Come on. They're so mean. But yeah, he feels like that could be the mother of his kids. Beggars can't be choosers. Wife to my... Mother to my kid. I'm even saying it. Mother to my kids. Insane. It sucks to me that Nicole has to pick between a delusional man and a homeless man. And I can't even believe that I'm rooting for the homeless man. I'm rooting for the homeless man. Insane. It is Ollie's birthday. And Demi decides to put her big girl panties on and to really leave a lasting impression on him.
It's time for me to put my big girl knickers on, pull them all the way up, past the belly button, and I'm gonna go get my man.
Oh, right, there's a few. This is detailed.
This is detailed. I took my time with that card.
This is...
I'm glad you...
Seeing the level of effort she had gone to, that told me everything I needed to know. Well, it told me everything I knew I already knew. There was like 1,000 balloons in there.
Oh, mate, lemon cake as well, see?
Am I happy for Demi? Yeah. I'm gonna step away from the situation because I want her to work with Ollie.
I'm like Demi. I love birthdays. I love to go all out on birthdays. If you've been on my channel for a long time, you know we're a little bit traumatized by cupcakes over here because of a man's birthday. Okay. Similar to Demi, he was not my man yet, so girl, be careful. Be careful the gestures you want to do for these men who aren't your man yet. These men who aren't your man. These men who aren't your man. Yeah, these men who aren't your man yet. Girl, be careful. Girl, be careful. I've been there, girl. It doesn't end well. Anyways, through this conversation, Ollie's having the realization, or Ollie's decision is further, what's the word now? Like, he's more confident in his decision to lean towards Demi. Back at the women's quarters, Catherine is seeing all of this, obviously. Demi is very clearly, excited about where things are going, and she says that she can see herself falling in love. And Catherine decides that it's time for her to fall back. And I wonder, all of a sudden you want to fall back. My mind goes to that clip in the last episode where she was like, I can't see them being together. I think in her mind, she genuinely would not see Demi as competition. And it is boggling her mind that she actually is giving her a run for her money. I think so. I honestly think so. And Ollie has made it clear that in their conversations, they lean more towards a sexual connection than they do much deeper stuff. And so to see the connection that Demi's having, obviously there seems to be more going on than just a sexual connection. I would hope that they have one, but beyond that, they do have something deeper than Catherine has with him. And I feel like she's intimidated by that. I'm sorry, I feel like she is. I don't feel like this is just a epiphany she's having, like, oh my gosh, no, Freddie is the one. No. I think she's realizing Demi is actual competition for her, and she needs to pick the path of least resistance. Anyways, Ollie and Catherine have a conversation. They're both walking in knowing that they're going to end it with the other person, so it's really no love lost here. These two agree to see each other on the other side. I'm pretty sure they met like after the experiment is over, but it's likely that they're both going to continue in the experiment with other people. I don't like the potential of them being in a wandering eye situation. I don't like this for Freddie. I don't like this for Demi. I really don't. Unfortunately, I feel like Demi is going to come out more hurt by the situation if that's the way things go. This is me hypothesizing. I'm not saying for a fact that, Ollie's going to have a wandering eye or that Catherine's going to have a wandering eye. I feel like that's going to happen. Yeah, I hate that for Demi. I hate that for Freddie. I hate that for me. Why? Why are y'all doing this? Why y'all giving me stress, okay? Can y'all just stick to the plan? Thank you very much. Not me getting preemptively upset. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Nicole wants to know if Benaya is in a place to propose to someone. And I'm glad she asked, because even though these two connect, he doesn't give me the impression that he would be ready to get married at the end of the month.
It feels like I have two connections, Sam and Benaya, but Benaya is like the one that I really feel romantically connected with. Do you feel like you could see potentially proposing to anyone at all?
I have thought of a future together. Oh yeah, we have a connection. I can see us getting engaged. I'm not at that stage. The way I read this is you're after assurances.
You telling me that you may not be potentially ready, I mean, that's not ideal, is it?
I definitely am falling for Nicole, which does scare me a little bit.
My impression of Nicole and Benaya is that they would work as a summer romance, you know? I think if he is doing a stint in Ibiza or something, and, you know, she's taking a break, she's on a 3-month sabbatical or whatever, and they have this like whirlwind summer romance, I think it would be perfect. She wants that nomadic guy, the free spirit, not tied down by corporate America and the responsibilities of life. Like, I think it would be great. And then after 3 months, she's gonna check back into reality, you know? She claims she wants this off-grid living, and maybe she does in her dreams. I don't know if it works for her in life, because even with Benaya, she had asked him, like, do you eventually plan on having a base? Like, how can you have a base and also want off-grid living? Someone enlighten me. Maybe I'm the idiot, but like, I don't know how those two work at the same time. So I'm still rooting for Benaya. I think that there's potential there, like on an emotional level. It's just practically as a marriage, that's where it gets a little choppy for me, but we will see. I actually think a good connection for her would be Tom. The way that Tom was talking to, I think it was Maria, I was like, oh my gosh, he would be so good for Nicole, but they haven't connected. We're not sure why. It is what it is. Nicole needs to stand up, okay? Because the way she is so smitten talking to Sam, I wanted to jump into the screen and shake her, because girl, Sam, be oh so for real.
Morning, wifey.
Morning. I want you to know that because I've been married before, and this for me is a big decision, and I feel like we should still trust the process, you know?
I don't want to sit in a booth with anyone else. I think you are everything I've been looking for my whole life. I think you deserve someone special in your life, and I'm hoping I'm that person.
You know, it's so funny. I've never in my life met a guy who's just wears his heart on his sleeve like you do.
I'm just going to hug you and squeeze. I'm going to pick you up.
Well, I think, no, I'm joking, you will be able to.
Like, you want to go to pick you up? Like, was she implying something? Like, I like meat, but like, that's fine. Like, if someone's but like, it's a weird thing to say.
I feel like I need to read her bio again, because she's giving me the impression that she runs towards red flags. Actually, you know what? I am going to read her bio again. I'm going to do it. Hold on. Okay, the bio I found is not a full bio. I don't remember where I did the bios. It says why she joined Love is Blind. After her first marriage came to an end, Nicole is ready to be vulnerable again and walk down the aisle. I don't know. I thought she was timid getting back into marriage, but I feel like she might be a little, let me use the word eager. The word I really want to use, people are going to be triggered by. So I'm going to go with eager. There are red flags with both guys that she has turned a blind eye to, and that concerns me. She has acknowledged them. She has brought them up. I don't feel like either man has quelled her concerns, but she's proceeding with both connections anyways, and that's a concern for me. I also do just want to see her around. Like, I want to see where things could go with Benaya. So I'm kind of okay with it when it comes to Benaya. But with Sam, girl, no. No, absolutely not. So anyways, she is talking to Sam, and she says, oh, maybe you won't be able to pick me up or something like that. She says it, she starts to say it and then she stops it. And in the guys' quarters, Sam is now starting to spiral and he's like, what does she mean by that? I don't mind if a girl has a little bit of meat on her, but like, shut up. Shut up. You obviously mind if a girl has a little bit of meat on her. Obviously. Like, even the way that he said it, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm getting off my screen. Getting off my screen. He's so dramatic too. Oh, throw him in the trash. So anyways, her options are really at this point, which is the lesser of two evils. I believe it's Benaya. Benaya is catching wind of Sam's concerns for her, and he's like, he's not here for the right reasons. Now, Benaya is trying to convey this to Nicole in a way that isn't sabotage. Let's be honest, regardless of your intentions, if you're saying this other person is not here for the right reasons, that's sabotage.
The last time I saw her, I couldn't give her the assurances over an immediate proposal. I'm just kicking myself, and I've learned a lot. I've learned from my mistake here.
Like, I feel a spiritual connection, but I just can't imagine you'd be ready. Just don't feel that there'd be that readiness to take that step.
I put myself out there and just say, yeah, I want to, be with you. And like, genuinely, you may have a stronger connection with the other person. I do have this deep care for you, and I want to protect you.
Okay. Can you just tell, like, you need to just trust me with this information, but I need to know, because I need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what's been said, he's not here for genuine reasons.
I'm conflicted by this because on the one hand, I do want Benaya to fight for her. I do. I also acknowledge the red flags with him, but I just want to see how they connect. I don't want them to get married. I want to see how they connect outside of the pods. And then on the other hand, I'm like, it's not really your place to jeopardize her situation, you know? Like, it should be up to Nicole to do her own vetting. Like, you don't know what she wants. You don't know what's good for her. You don't know the true intentions of Sam. Like, I just feel like he may be overstepping. Maybe. I don't know. But I also wanted him to say something. But now that he said that thing about Sam, can I trust his own declaration of affection for her? Like, are you saying it now to make sure she picks you over Sam? Or do you really feel that way about her? I don't know. Y'all let me know how you felt about Benaya. Was he overstepping, or was this what he needed to do to really step up to the plate? You let me know. There's another moment of the episode. I didn't really focus on it because we didn't get to see the proposal in real life when they meet in real life. Y'all get what I'm saying. But Bobby recites a poem, a rap. He recites a something to Jasmine, and she loved it. He proposed. She said yes. Are those Pitbull lyrics or are those original lyrics? Let me add the clip because I don't even know.
So tell me where you want to go, because we could book a flight. And we ain't got to stay a while, we can do it for the night. And this king needs a queen, but a queen needs a throne. I'm feeling high of a life. And a roll of the dice brought us here to the pods to me finding a wife.
It's giving Pitbull to me. Like, this guy wants to be a rapper. I'm sorry, Bobby, I don't trust you. But I hope you prove me wrong. Anyways, I've only seen episode 2 up until this point. So as always, please do not spoil in the comments down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody else would as well. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.